Hi guys, welcome back to TreeHouse Tarot. My name is Jennifer and this is your 3-month outlook for the fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. As always guys, take it if it resonates with you please and leave it if it doesn't. This is going to cover your full moon and new moon energies in the months of March, April, and May 2021. We'll focus in on the full moon because that's the most chaotic, normally the most turbulent time of the month. And we'll talk about your transitional energies through the month as well as your primary monthly energy highlights for each of the next 3 months. If you like this and you want one that's attuned just to your frequencies, you can purchase the 3-month outlook. It's on the $5 Reads menu for $5. And you can get one of these on anybody at all in your world. So you can get one on your lover, on your spouse, on your friends, on your enemies, whatever you want. You can get one tilted towards love. You can get one tilted towards money. I'm going to keep it general tonight. We'll cover love and money in this one. And again, this is just for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you don't know your Moon and your Rising signs, you can get a free astrology report online. It's helpful if you know your location and time of birth. But if you don't know the time, you can still get a pretty good idea. In the background, guys, tonight I have Akashic Records 963 Hertz. Manifest Your Soul's Purpose. This is tone number 176 out of 177 tones in the TreeHouse Tarot Tone Pharmacy. If you're on the YouTube right now, it's a playlist on there. You can check it out. You guys got Andarian Raspberry. These cards, this Andarian Crystal Oracle, works through your visual fields, guys. I'm going to read the back of the card to you while you look at the image. It should all work out good and automatically. This stone says, gentle yet strong, I infuse you with the element of water to assist you in flowing with the rhythms of nature, the seasons, and life. Death and rebirth are a part of life. I encourage you to do a life review and purge yourself of old limiting beliefs and stories that are holding you back from living in your glory. Big G on the glory. Become the person you want to be. Reinvent yourself from the inside out. The energy and resources are available to lift yourself from the ashes and to emerge as the powerful light being you truly are. And that's all about that. The phoenix rising from the ashes. And for fire signs, I just had a very good conversation with my oldest daughter. She's a Sagittarius. And we talked about where you get your wings. You get your wings in hell. Okay, and then you climb up out of hell, you find that you have wings now. It's a beautiful journey. It's not easy when it's happening, right? I'm going to lay out your cards now, guys, for your 3 months. It's a lot of cards. I'm going to speed the video up now, and I'll meet you right back here when the read is all laid out. Okay, very good. Thanks for sticking with me. I know that's a big spread, guys, but just cover 3 months, and we'll talk about it. Listen, there's a lot of motion here for you. You are going to be ending up, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you are going to be ending up in a good, powerful position financially. It looks like in your career. It looks like even in your home life by the middle of May here. The road is a little rough. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Very good monthly energies, though. I'm happy to see that your prominent energies for each month end up being very positive, very big energies. So I know you're getting a lot of work done. Let's start with the full moon here at the end of February, the full moon that's coming up. Your prominent energy here is Three of Swords reversed here under this full moon, fire signs. This is feeling like you're separated from love. You've been, in your opinion, doing everything right, being faithful, being honest, being trustworthy, and you're still separated from love. It's starting to feel a bit chaotic maybe, like there's a bit of a disorder here. Something is not making sense, something is not right. If you notice, the figure here has painted himself into a corner, intellectually, emotionally. The feeling in the Three of Swords reverse is that you're starting to see that everything you need is actually within reach. It's been hidden from you for a while, it looks like, but on this full moon here at the end of February, you'll start to see fire signs that you can access the information, the contacts, the compassion that you need at this time. This is a very lonely energy. What's been going on as background to this is that there's been a long-term family relationship, a marriage, a long family, or a long-term family, or a long-term career, your own business, something very deep and meaningful where you had a lot of financial investment, where you had all your eggs in this big basket, and it looks like it had over time materialized into actual abundance. There's been, it looks like this has been a long-term love, a long-term dream. It could be an old relationship. It could be that you've been in a partnership in business for a long time. It could be that you've run a company for a long time. It's been your dream for a long time. There is an emotional investment here, a nostalgic type of deep, sincere friendship or deep, sincere love for this material abundance. But under this full moon here at the end of February, the feeling is boredom or rejection. Or like there's a luxury here where you could say no to this old love, this old family money, this old legacy, or what you have been bringing to someone is very big and very meaningful and should be ringing all the right bells, right? But for some reason it's being rejected here under this full moon at the end of February, and that's leaving you here in this feeling of being separated from what you love, being separated from what you want, what you need maybe. You have, as the Ten of Coins here into February's full moon, you have Ten of Coins as your monthly energy for the month of March. Now, this is big money coming in, yes. This is feeling like there is an abundance, that there will be financial stability, that there will be work, that there will be riches, there will be a reward. This could also indicate, though, that you're plateauing. If you've been in a long-term marriage that is feeling like you could throw it away, or it's being thrown away, or it's being rejected here on this full moon, your primary energy for March might be trying to understand the long-term implications of this feeling. There's going to be implications in your financial plans if this is a marriage that's ending, if this is a marriage or a long-term business that's going through a change. You will need to, I think in March, be paying close attention to what you want your legacy to be. This is the primary energy of building your legacy, of making sure you're investing correctly to get the returns that you want for your future. It's powerful energy here, fire signs, for the month of March. Coming off the full moon, and for the first half of March, you're feeling very independent, very happy. If you're single, you're enjoying it. You're enjoying yourself. If you're doing work, it feels very good. It feels very fulfilling to you. It feels like you're lit up again, like you're really enjoying what you're doing here for the first half of March. And indeed, you have the Ace of Cups as your primary energy for the new moon, second week of March. So this is real ecstasy. This is kind of that heady feeling of being in love with a person, in love with what you're doing. It's a joy. It's a real solid joy. If you've been feeling rejected and maybe out of love under this full moon at the end of February, it looks like you pick right up and just do your own thing pretty happily for the first half of March. And by the middle of March here, you're stumbling upon something that brings you all this joy. This is that pure love. Now, this could very easily be loving on yourself, self-love, self-care here in the middle of March, but you're going to be glowing. This feels really, really good here in the middle of March. It's a great feeling, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Now, some of my fire signs are saying, that sounds too good to be true. Well, it's true. I don't know how long it'll last. Something about all this good energy, right? Something about this joy triggers some kind of bad cycle. It triggers something in you. If you've come upon a brand new creative outlet or a brand new love outlet, you may have to deal with some ghosts of outlets past. This is feeling like there's bad karma here, or there's a bad cycle, or there's triggered bad feelings being brought back up now in the present moment. Coming off of this kind of high This can be devastating. This can be devastating. This is like thinking you won the whole Powerball and realizing you, like, 300,000 people also won. But you already bought a bunch of shit, right? Remember that episode of Martin? Right? Okay. It's that. So be careful here. Enjoy this in the middle of March, but beware of old patterns, old ghosts, old demons. A lot of times we want this so bad. We don't realize maybe we're not quite ready. Maybe we're not quite set up to receive all of this joy. Okay? We might be trying to go to Disney World all at one day. Really, we need a week and a half. And so this, I think, second half of March is going to allow you some reflective time. It indicates that whatever this is not quite ready yet. And you're going to have to slow down a little bit, looks like second half of March. In fact, by the end of March, it looks like there's going to be a brand new thing for you. So this may take off with a full head of steam in the middle of March. You may have to put some things down. You may have to put some things on hold and clean up some loose ends here. Second half of March. By the end of March, you're ready to make a leap of faith. You're ready to go forward, fire signs, with something that you've really wanted. I think that you get the heads up that it could be yours. Middle of March. And again, all of March, your energy is this 10 of coins. How the whole world could be yours. You're really, really, really thinking about it. And it only takes 1 month for my fire signs. By the end of March, this full moon at the end of March, you're ready to go. You're ready to make your leap of faith. What's been going on is there's been a situation here that's been unstable for a long time. There's been a financial dependency or an instability here for a long time. If this is your old career, it was like never going to pay you enough to make you feel rich. It was really never going to pay you enough to even cover your monthly budget. Maybe you were always going to need a second job. Maybe you're always going to be like food insecure or something with this old job. If this is an old relationship, it was always going to be a drain on your abundance. It was always going to be just fighting to keep your head above water. Poverty inside love relationships can kill everything. And this can be a type of financial instability that promoted emotional instability within a relationship, because you've been trying everything here. With this Four of Wands reversed, this is a companionship where you've been trying everything. Everything. And it hasn't been working. It has not been working. It's still been unstable. It's still been financially codependent. Which, if you've been married and combined money for a long time, the only way to not be financially codependent is to write the check like Michael Jordan. Okay, I mean, that's going to be a relationship that sustains itself. It's going to be totally financial. It's going to be normally one way. Okay, but you've been trying everything, fire signs, and under this full moon at the end of March, you're giving up and you're going towards something new, because there is something here that you can trust. This is the card of trust, friendship, generosity, being very open and honest, that real equal give and take. There's been a situation for you, fire sign, that you've I think you spend March deeply considering this, that this is what you want. You want successful give and take. You want even-handedness. You want a fair relationship. You want to be compensated for your work fairly. You want to be successful. You want to be open and honest and trustworthy. And there's been a situation here where that hasn't been, and you've been trying everything. Finally, at the end of March, you're making your leap of faith here. You're getting your wings under you. And it's a big deal. I know it's a big deal because first 2 weeks of April, here you are setting yourself free from bondage. This has been a long issue for my fire signs. This has been your devil. Trying real hard at this long-term relationship, at this long-term job, at this long-term thing has become your devil because you couldn't figure it out and you couldn't leave, right? That's all the devil is. Now you're setting yourself free. First half of April, you're free. And again, you have that Six of Coins, Six of Worlds card here for your primary energy in April. This is that trusting relationship. This is that equal give and take. This is a good friendship. This is getting compensated well in April. Very good, fire signs. Congratulations. Clink. Success. This is big time success, feeling really good about it in April. Good for you. This is your prominent month.